Welcome back to Colorado State Dynasty Season 2. We are undefeated, number 5 in the country. Again, Season 2, we are ranked 5th. With looking at our schedule, for those that this is their first time tuning in, we beat Indiana, which that was a whole thing. We beat them really bad in the game, and then my Xbox crashed, so we had to kind of just take a sim result. Ended up being closer than it should have been, but we still got the win. It is what it is. And then FCS, a BYU we beat, and then UTSA. But I don't really know how much of a resume boost that is. Basically, it's just writing off the fact that Indiana won the national championship last year, but even then they are 2-2, so that win might not end up aging as well as you would think for a team that coming off the national championship. Looking at recruiting, no commits yet, but most of these guys we are looking pretty good for. I do say most. Alfonso Ruse looks like Arizona State's going to try to make this interesting. Utah could, but we have our visit before Utah. So it basically is going to probably come down to Arizona State or us for him. Calcaterra, we are in a recruiting battle with Texas Tech. It looks like it's basically going to be a 50-50 shot whether we get him or not, because Texas Tech is gaining more points than we are, but we have more points currently. He will not make it to either of our visit week. It's a matter of just, can we outlast the better pipeline? Theo Swain, he's just going to be ours at this point. Melo Cantu, Texas could make it interesting, because we don't have another visit week available for him until week 10. I think this recruitment will be over by week 10, so I'm probably not even going to bother there. I just kind of have to hope we can outlast Texas there. Deshaun Dumerville, it looks like we're probably in the clear here. Oklahoma may make things interesting because they have a week 7, and if we don't get them by week 8, Oregon could make things tough. Oregon's always like the bane of my existence, and the bane of anybody's existence in Dynasty and recruiting. So we'll see what we can do there. Mike Carmona looks like he's just going to Ohio State. I probably should just pull out of this recruitment and try to put these points somewhere else, but I'm a stubborn bastard, so I'm not going to do that. Chester Ellington, we're looking in the clear for this D tackle. It's either us or Arizona State, hopefully. Again, hopefully we just have a big enough lead it doesn't matter. Danny Stockton, we're kind of just starting to get into the battle for. We definitely have a chance here. I tried to do the double soft sell last week, and it didn't end up getting either of them. So hopefully 2 A+ and a D will be enough to get a big enough lead to where once we get that week 9 visit for him, we can just be there. And then this guy we just kind of had on our board. We were the only one offering him a scholarship, so we're just in first place by default. So we're just going to see what can happen there. But that's all there is to say about recruiting. Texas State's we are a 20 overall on overall offense and defense over Texas State. So even this being a conference road game, the first conference game of our tenure in the Pac-12, hopefully we are just a better roster. We can just beat the brakes off these guys. Down here in San Marcos, Texas. Still kind of weird to think about Texas being in the Pacific 12 Conference. But conference regionality has been dead for a long time. Like I said, I'm just a stubborn bastard. I refuse to recognize that things have changed. And it sucks, but hey, it is what it is. I mean, Cal and Stanford have been in the Atlantic Coast Conference for the past, couple years. SMU is in the ACC and Texas State's in the Pac-12. 2 teams in Texas in 2 conferences designed to be at the other coasts. And they're a third coast state, so I don't really know what's happening there. Enough about real life. This is the game. Texas State tried to get a return off, but our return coverage was just too good. They will start at the 12. Oh, Sparks is still here. That's going to be somebody that might be a problem for us today. Not even this secondary in particular, but every secondary I've ever had has just decided to never be able to play ball. So, big body, fast receiver could end up being a problem for us today. But if they're just going to check down, I'm not mad at that either. They only get a yard on it. 2nd and 9. Looks like they're going to want to be a no-huddle team. I don't really love that. They're going to no-huddle to run up the middle. That'll get 4. All right. Make it 3rd and 5. See if some pressure can't... It's not the best throw, but it was wide open and at the first down. A.J. Nolan nowhere near as where he needed to be. Cat is refusing to take the hint. It's 1st and 10 for Texas State. Going to take their check down again. Tuatele able to get there for a loss of 2. Makes it 2nd and 12. They're going to go for another check down. They're going to lose another yard. 3rd and 18. They will finally take their time on this call. Let us call a different defense. But 3rd and 13, hopefully we can just prevent anything beyond the sticks and they can punt. It'd be a good way to start this game, I think. They're going to chuck it deep, and we're just going to knock that one away. I'm not trying to play that game again. I don't know if that was Bo Starks they threw to or not. They flashed his name on the graphic. But whoever they threw it to wasn't able to haul it down. They will punt. Not the best punt, but it doesn't really let us do anything for a return. We'll just let that bounce. They'll flip it from 128 to the other. Not a terrible punt. Here comes the offense and Justin Marshall. He's had a pretty good year. We've had a lot of running backs have a lot of good years through multiple dynasties at this point. Justin Marshall being no different. We will start through the air, though. 1st and 10, drag route, Levon Brown. You know it, you love it. 8 yards. Set up for a 2nd and 2 inside zone. Bounce to the outside. Marshall's got a little bit of speed, a little bit of room. Not enough to break it for a touchdown or anything, but we will take 12 yards and a first down every time. Back to the well here on 1st down. Decent amount of run room today, in general. Another 10 yards and a first down. Switch it up over the air here on 1st and 10. Take the drag route to you, 1st down again. Nate Yu, I mean, you may have questioned putting a 69 overall and having him be a feature point of the offense with a lot of other guys, but he has proven he can ball. So can Jackson Warren. And look at the block from you downfield, giving me even more room. We'll take that down to the 2. The boys just want to win, man. What can I say? Handing off to Justin Marshall on the 2-yard line. Can't quite sneak it into the 1. I kind of just ooga booga ran it up the middle, expecting to just bounce off and get the touchdown. Not to be that time. Go with an RPO here on 2nd and goal. See what they play. Okay, that was not where that was supposed to go necessarily. There is a flag on the play. I was expecting that to be ran like an out route, not a fade. But they will call DPI. Okay. So, resets the down at least. Gives us maybe an extra couple inches. Which, hey, I'm never going to be mad about another couple inches. And then new set of downs. Punch it up the middle. Touchdown, Justin Marshall. How it always should have been. Quandarius Keys. That's a name. Okay. There's a lot of interesting names in college football nowadays. Not exactly the fullest crowd here in San Marcos, but 2-3 Texas State, they probably know they're not doing much against the 5th team in the country. And so far, that has proven to be correct. They will start their 2nd drive from the 18. We'll see if they maybe have a little bit more success this draft than they did last time. They did get a first down, but not really anything else. Play action. And that is wide open. All right, there's Bo Sparks. Spin move up to the 49. Yeah, okay. I don't know how that was that open, but it was. Gonna take the check down. Collier all over that. Not able to knock it away or anything, but absolutely nothing after the run will make it 2nd and 6. There's a lot down on the line here. I don't think they've tried to run the ball all game. Could this be the first? It is not. It's a play action. And it's underthrown for a very open running back on the wheel route. Makes it 3rd and 6. Get pretty bailed out there. 3rd and 6 out and 5 wide. See if we can't knock this away here. No. No, we cannot. Phelps gets cooked by a tight end in man coverage, and that's a new set of downs. Yeah, the team just isn't really a man coverage team yet. That's all right. That's wide open over the middle, and it's another underthrow for the true freshman quarterback. At least I believe that's a true freshman. It's either a true freshman or a redshirt. Either way, not very experienced and showing it there. Not a bad read or anything, just straight up a bad throw. Set some heat here on 2nd and 10. Let's make the new guy uncomfortable. It is a run, finally, and Cannon Valenzuela is all over that one. 3rd and 13 now. Here we go. It's a screen. Can we get out there? Yes. Enough. They got 5. Makes it 4th and 8. They will try for the field goal. See if we can't get here. Is Bo Sparks their holder? Hold on. Okay, this means nothing. I just need to see this. Who is their holder? That's Bo Sparks. Why is their wide receiver 1 the holder? Okay, I guess. It's 7 to 3. Is he also their punter and I just didn't realize it? Pretty good return up to the 27. Didn't really say much about it, but yeah, not bad. Take over here on 1st and 10. Bubble to the outside. Here's Marshall. Gets nothing. All right. 2nd and 10. The run just looks too good to pass up on here. Yeah, I mean, they just gave us a free 20 yards. We'll take that every time. Back out of here, 1st and 10. This I feel a little less confident about the run, but we'll try it. Yeah. I think I said it before, but the runs to the QB dominant hand just work better in this game. I don't know why, but they just do. Not the best throw, but it gets there to Marshall, and that's another set of downs. Their defense cannot stop us right now. Really, pretty much no matter what we want to do. Dupree will check in here. He won't get the ball, though. It'll be an RPO past the Brown, and the wide receiver on the outside just blocked 2 defenders. That's the easiest touchdown LeVon Brown will have of anything over 20 yards. What an effort play by... Okay, I didn't see who the outside guy was. I gotta give my props there, because that was a hell of a block. Eugene Hilton, my man. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that effort, man. Look at that effort. Come on. Blocks his guy into the guy that was supposed to be on LeVon Brown. Leads to the easiest touchdown of the season. 14-3. That's the last play of the first quarter. I'm sorry, but when you get a block like that, you get to watch that again. That was, as one could say, electric. Kicking off again here. And we're breaking through, stopping them. They will have to start on the 13. And we're just playing on all sides of the ball. We're playing our best ball right now. Love seeing this. Okay, and then we do that. And then we do that. Okay. Sick. Maybe just a stock cover 3 would be better then. Play action. Oh, we're right there, and it's an overthrow. If that's an accurate ball, that's a pick. He is lucky that's an overthrow. Maybe a bold call to say that's a pick for my defense, because we don't do that, but I'm telling you, Dave Wade's coming down with that ball if it's accurate. Running out of time. He's going down. Nick Clayton with the sack. There we go. 3rd and 15. Play the sticks, play the pass. Get them off the field here. They're going to just take their check down. They have not been able to break anything off these checkdowns all day. They keep trying it. It's not working. 4th and 8, they'll punt. So they do have a punter. It wasn't Bo Sparks that punted the ball. They just decided that he's the best holder. I suppose for fakes and stuff, that makes sense. I just didn't know that was something you could even do in this game. Texas State playbook, I guess. Okay, I didn't know that linebacker was going to stay home. I thought he was going to just carry. Made the catch anyways, so no harm, no foul, but that gave me a couple palpitations there. I got nervous. I got pretty nervous. Oh, I wanted a 5 wide. Okay, whatever. That's fine. Just get it out. Justin Marshall. Oh, he's faster than that linebacker. Let's go. 1st down. Way faster than that guy. I kind of wanted to run there, but that pocket was collapsing quick. I had to just dump it off. Try a read option here. Just going to hand it off. Look at the space. Look at the space. Justin Marshall breaking tackles into the end zone. Touchdown. That's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the first half. And they block the PAT. And we just jump on it. Oh, if we could have just scooped it up. Honestly, he might have been fast enough to just haul that in. I know that was a lineman. There was nobody looking at that ball. But not to be. It will say 20-3. This return man needs to lose his job. He is selling right now, trying to bounce these to the outside and getting absolutely swallowed up by our return team. Speaking of getting swallowed up, there's Andrew Lorich. Maybe I got to stop using that word because I don't know. There's other words you could use there. Anyways, 2nd and 16 now. It'll be another pass, and they just got to get rid of it. Lorich almost had back-to-back. 3rd and 16. I kind of want to send heat. I'm not getting much of a heat formation here. This is kind of a heat formation. Audible to heat. It's a screen. Oh, no. Doesn't matter. Nolan able to make the tackle. That was a beautifully timed screen because I was sending it everybody. All right, they're able to get back to where they were on the return. But they will still have to punt. Not a good punt at all. Not a good punt at all because Harris is able to outrun their coverage team. And that's a punt return touchdown. Only got like 30 yards on the punt, but Didn't make for a long return, but it made for 7 points. So, can't complain. Yeah, 36 yards. If we could have fair caught that and been in field goal range. But why would you fair catch it when you can just run it into the end zone? Might be the shortest punt return touchdown you will ever see. Unless it's like blocked or, I don't know, just a 5-yard chip shot. Even then, they probably just fair catch it. Okay, there's a little bit of success for their offense. They're not going no huddle now. Interesting to note. At least after that play. Able to make the tackle on Sparks. Yeah, they're starting to get a little bit of rhythm here. Moving away from that no huddle. And there it goes. Gabe Jones. That's somehow a gain of 1. Okay. I guess. Play action. Yeah. Yeah. Keep running, buddy. Keep running back. Give me those yards. Should have just thrown that away. 3rd and 20. We're everywhere you want to be. We're everywhere you want to be. Oh, this is their kicker. Oh, they don't have a punter. This is their kicker punting. That's why it's going like 5 yards. Oh, that's not out of bounds, ref. He was still in bounds. That could have been returned for at least a couple yards. Whatever. We're up 24 points. I'm not that worried about it. Marshall bouncing off the blocks. 8 for 92. We're having a day. Stepping up in the pocket. Look at the space for Darius Curry. We'll go down to the 26. No, we got time? Can we get this off before the 2-minute? No. No, we cannot. Okay. All good. That's all good. First and 10, we'll motion out to empty. I think Nate Yu just has him. I think he just has that ball. Nope, it's knocked away. Okay. I thought maybe he had a step. Not quite. All right, that's fine. That's fine. I just got to get rid of that. All right, 3rd and 10. Honestly, is a run ever, like, a good decision here? I'm going to try it. Well, it would have been if that guy got blocked. But he didn't, and now we have a punt. Honestly, could I ever coffin corner this? Maybe not quite coffin corner. Okay. Not as good of a punt as I thought that was, but still not bad. Start at the 14. First and 10, they'll motion out. Okay. Angles here, gentlemen. Did I knock him out of his angle? Maybe. That might be a possibility. There we go. Well, he's going down. I don't even know who got that sack. There were like 4 people there. Obviously, there's 4 linemen, but I don't know. One of them got the sack. Whoever it is, you'll figure it out post-game. Okay, that was like the slowest pass I have possibly ever seen. That ball hung in the air for 8 seconds to go 10 yards. Knocked away. Fumble. Offensive lineman falls on it. We're going to call timeout because we're going to make them punt back to us. Because their kicker cannot punt. Okay, well. Okay, that's a... Alright. I guess, man. I guess he gets to keep his accuracy, but the power just goes down. Here's Marshall. He'll get 2. We'll go down for a sack. Texas State will call timeout. They seem to want to get one more snap here. Hopefully we're just not going to let them do that. Motion him over. Give me as many blockers over here as possible. Give me as many blockers as possible. Justin Marshall will follow all of them. Outrun the entire defense for his 3rd rushing touchdown of the half. The final play of that first. 11 for 190 and 3 touchdowns. It's halftime. PAT's up and good. That's why. Listen. Would I have been fine just taking it to halftime just by running the ball? Sure. Why would I worry about that? I have a guy that can take the ball, put it in his hands, he's flipping the entire field for a touchdown. Look at that. He took the handoff in his end zone. Ran it to the other one. Wasn't even touched. I mean, like, look at the blocks, look at the speed, look at the vision. Justin Marshall. Come on, baby. We can't forget about the punt return touchdown as well. Was it a good punt? Not even close. But the blocks held up. Emerson with a hell of a block. Will Harris is able to just take it the rest of the way. Touchdown, Colorado State. Second half now, and of course we get the ball. Of course we get the ball. No way we can get a kick return touchdown. Okay, not quite. But we're up to the 27. That's not bad. One of these guys. Didn't really open up on the outside. We'll just take the underneath. Better throwing, that's probably a first down, but we'll take the 3 yards. Not too mad at that. I mean, they're pressing the outside. One of these guys has to get open eventually, right? Yup, Eugene Hilton. He's open. He's got a step. He's gone. Touchdown, Colorado State. Before he even hits the end zone, you just knew he was gone. His first catch of the game for 70 yards and a touchdown. Is Eugene Hilton just Rashid Shaheed? Have we just put him in the you're only a deep threat role? Kinda, but hey, it does it or does it not work? I ask you that. Is that really what his archetype was meant to do? Probably not. Does it work? Yes. Okay. Quarterback's breaking tackles, fumbling though. Phelps will fall on it. Weird looking spin move, weird looking tackle, but I guess both technically happen. And we will take the ball back over. Oh, this is not going well for Texas State. I see why nobody wanted to show up for this. Marshall will take over. 12 for 211. How many rushing yards could we get this game with Justin Marshall? Fights off a couple tackles for 2. We're not even, like, really spamming the run. He's got, like, 13 carries. That's not that many. I thought Hilton could maybe just run underneath it. Couldn't quite. Lamadrick Spencer did eventually get there. Alright. He had to get his lick back for what just happened to him. It's the other side, but it's... I mean, look at... Okay. It would have been open if we didn't double-team the guard for no reason. Whatever. We'll take 3, I guess. Makes it 44-3. They will finally learn their lesson on the return. They will just take a knee, get it out of the 25. It's a run. They haven't really ran much. I wasn't entirely ready for that, but they only got 3. Jeremiah Ellington he's just not a good running back. They don't run very often, but his yards per carry isn't exactly great. It was, what, like 4.1? That's not awful, I guess. Not our guy, though. Dylan Phelps with a sack. Probably the most nonchalant sack call you'll ever hear. Both Sparks over the middle. 7 yards. They needed 12. They'll punt. That guy got blocked. Oh, we didn't even fall on the ball. We could have had a heck of a return if Harris would have actually went to the football. We have 6 sacks this game? Oh, my Lord. Here's Marshall. Breaking off the tackle. Honestly, I probably should not have cut that hard up the middle because it allowed the D tackle to slow us down. But we still got 9, so whatever. Back to it here, 2nd and 1. Winfield, give me that block. We got it. Couldn't run past that guy, though. 16 for 240. My Lord, man. So inspirational. Okay. 51 just stood there and let that happen. That's cool. All right, 2nd and 18 here. Texas route. Here's Marshall through the air. First down. He has no business being this good. He's like an 84. He just is that good. I have no other explanation for it. He's just that good. Here's Dupree with a carry. Alright, he got 3. Wasn't the best play, so I'm not going to fault him too much for that. What do we got here? Run up the middle looks pretty open. Darius Curry juke move, slides down. Like 13. First and 10. We'll get Marshall another carry. 8 yards. We'll take that. 248 rushing yards, 61 receiving yards, 3 touchdowns. Dude. I mean, would you not also spam him the ball if he's doing this with it? Cutting it up 6. How did that get 6 yards? I don't know. He did it, though. This could be fun. Okay. Hit the motion to Marshall. It was designed to go to the tight end, but they everybody swarmed to the tight end, so I kind of had to improvise. Still got 2 yards on it. I don't like runs from this side, but we'll try it. It's a touchdown. All right. Was that the design of the play? I don't know. Probably not. Did it work? Hell yeah. Touchdown. 51-3. Field goal and we sim the rest of the game out. Assuming they don't score. I mean, I knew we were going to do well today, because they are 20 overall worse than us. I didn't know we were going to do this good. Hold on, I'm sorry. Is 86 Jay Watkins? Is that Jelani Watkins from LSU? Or is that a different Jay Watkins? Because if they've had Jelani Watkins this whole time and have not been using him at all, that is a monumental bag fumble. Okay, now I want to check. Who is that Jay Watkins for Texas State? Oh, they put their backups in, by the way. That's sad. That is Jelani Watkins. Wow. Okay. Their receiver room is, like, really fast. And they just have not been using them at all. Like, Bo Sparks is I thought he was, like, 6 foot plus at least. No, 5'11", but 94 speed. Jelani Watkins, 99 speed. Bo Sparks is a 90 overall. 93 with the tactician boost. Jelani Watkins, 99 speed. Ashton Kozart, 93 speed. Like, they've just had absolute burners at receiver all game, have not been using them at all. Even, like, their backup receivers. Like, Quentin Brown is 91 speed. Not exactly the fastest from Ardell Banks, but, like, 277 overall as your wide receiver 4 and 5. Like, that's how good Eugene Hilton is. Eugene Hilton's a 79. Nate Hughes is 69 overall. Like, they have receivers. They just weren't using them because their QB kind of blows. All right, we'll see what the backups could do. Usually the backups do better than the starters in this game. Not this time, though. Not this time. QB fumbles. We'll recover it. Excuse me, is that for the full game? I'm sorry to keep going into this, but does that say Andrew Lorich has 4 sacks? Andrew Lorich has 4 sacks. Donovan Phillips has a sack. Nick Clayton has a sack. Andrew Lorich. This guy's not exactly like a pass. He's not exactly a third down D tackle. 4. Are you kidding me? Kenyon Nager's also. We have 7 sacks. 5 TFLs, 4 sacks, 2 forced fumbles for Andrew Lorich. Oh, how is... I cannot believe that Justin Marshall has like 300 all-purpose yards today and is in a... Like, there's a conversation to be had for who gets the thumbnail. 4 sacks and 2 TFLs for a D tackle? Hello? Nate, you touchdown. Let's go. All right. There's 50 points. There's the 50-point rule. We're going to go ahead and get out of this one. 58-3 is the final for snaps that I played. Their backups ended up getting a touchdown, makes it 58-10. And that will be the official final score. Was never close. It was never supposed to be close. Justin Marshall finished with 32 rush attempts for 303 yards. He had like 20 when I checked out. They gave him 13 more. I don't know if I like that, to be honest. I don't know if I like taking that much tread off of his tires in a game that had no business of him still being there. Yeah, 2 offensive linemen just clanking the ball up for Dylan Phelps to just fall on that is pretty funny. Maybe I should have made sure I subbed in backups before I went out. I don't know. Either way. Final stats for Colorado State. Darius Curry, 13 for 17, 228 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Rushing. Justin Marshall, 32 for 303. Somehow he ended up falling below 10 yards per carry and 3 touchdowns. A lot of threes in his stat line. 5 broken tackles, 4 runs of 20 or more yards. Darius Curry, 4 for 19. Jalen Dupree, 2 for 5 and a touchdown. Receiving. Justin Marshall led the team in receptions as well for 63 yards. Nate Yu, 3 for 19, a touchdown. Levon Brown, 2 for 48, a touchdown. Eugene Hilton, 1 for 70, a touchdown. Jackson Warren had that one catch that got us down to the 2-yard line. Defensively, my God, Andrew Lorich, an absolute dog. This is one of the games that will go down in like history books. I don't know if this is like a record for sacks in a game for Colorado State, but it's got to be up there. 5 TFLs, those were all of his tackles. All of his tackles were TFLs. 4 sacks. And 2 forced fumbles. Insane. Dylan Phelps with 2 TFLs. AJ Nolan, 2 TFLs. Agers with a TFL. Clayton Valenzuela, and Tuatele. The other sacks went to Kenyon Agers, Nick Clayton, and Dylan Phelps. Did not end up getting any more sacks through the game. No picks. 3 forced fumbles. Andrew Lorich with 2. Dave Wade with 1. We fell on 2 of the 3. Armand Tasker and Dylan Phelps fell on him. And of course, we also had the punt return touchdown for Wayne Harris. 36-yard punt return touchdown is just, that's still just funny to me. I don't know why it's so funny to me, but it just is. Hey, what can I say? Good game. Took care of business. It would have popped if that was a record. That doesn't end up being any sort of record for Andrew Lorich. Now I'm curious, what is the record for sacks in a game for Colorado State? Guy Miller had 5 in 2010. Okay. So he was 1 away from tying it. He wouldn't have ended. There's no way he would have broke it. Still, hell of a game. Andrew Lorich. Not even my starting D tackle, by the way. He's the DT2. We have commits. Steve Calcaterra on the 50-50 ends up choosing the Colorado State Rams, as does Theo Swain. I thought for sure he was just committing to Texas Tech. I believe we crossed the finish line at the same time. He just ended up picking us. Andrew Lorich, Defensive Player of the Week, as he should be. I would assume he's national as well. He's not. Andrew Lorich was not National Defensive Player of the Week for that. How? And Justin Marshall's not National Offensive Player of the Week with 300 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns? They give it to Jeremiah Smith, who had 18 catches. Okay, I guess. But, like, he had, like, 400 all-purpose yards. And Andrew Lorich had 4 sacks. 4 sacks and 2 forced fumbles is apparently not as good as 11 tackles, 2 picks, and 2 swats. Okay, you know what? I disagree, but maybe I'm a little bit biased in my statement. I feel like that was ours to lose on both sides of the ball. But Steve Calcaterra, this is going to be a big commitment. 91 speed. Carrying's not that high off the rip, but that's fine. That'll go up pretty easily. Pretty good catching as well. Good change of direction. This is a solid running back. 6'1", 181. Not the heaviest guy, but we can make that work. Theo Swain also 6'5", 221 at the edge is just light for a pure power guy. We don't know if he's good or not. I will find out, I suppose. Got locked out on this guy. That's a bit unfortunate, but I think we knew that was going to happen. Locked out on him. And these guys we weren't going for, so you got to kind of expect that we're going to lose these battles. It is what it is there. Sharif Denbo, yeah, we're cooking for him. He's just going to be a ram. Make sure we got all these right. I don't think any of them really changed, so yeah. Also, I don't know if I said at the beginning, but next episode, Week 8 and Week 9, that is when like all of our visits are. So that's going to be an important one to go 2-0 for. Not only 2-0, we have to smoke both teams we play. Melo Cantu, we actually just might have a big enough lead to where it's not even a battle. We just get him outright. Maybe not next sim, but I think. Then again, he'll be on Texas's campus. It might be worth it to just schedule a visit now just to get the boost, because I think you do get a boost for scheduling the visit, just to make sure that he commits after this next sim. Because if he doesn't, it's fine, because he won't be on their campus till week 9, and next sim will be week 8. The week after that will be at week 9. He won't be on their campus yet. So I think we have Melo Kantu. That's cool. Deshaun Duberville might be interesting. I don't think Oklahoma can make up enough ground to get him outright. But they could. If they don't, though, he's probably just ours. So that's nice. Yeah, Mike Carmona, he's just gone. I'm just going to cut my losses there. He's gone. Stockton, I'm not gaining as much as I wanted to here. In fact, we might just get screwed out of top. We might not even make the top 3. Because we are too far back. SMU's cooking too hard. I think we're out on Danny Stockton as well. I don't think we're getting this. But his visit is complimentary for 2 of my guys, so I would rather not. I'm going to keep him on the board just for those complimentary visits. But I don't think we're getting him. I might take the 50 off. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take the 50 off, but I'm keeping him on the board just so that way we can get the complimentary visit. And then we'll just start putting points on other guys here. Zamir Kantu, we can probably just get pretty easily, but he's not that good. He's 5'9", 87 speed. He's a good route runner, though. A really good route runner. His overall is going to be high. Got good mentals. It's worth a shot. Probably not much more than like impact dev. And his speed's going to be a tough one to ever get better. He's not very tall. I don't know. That might be so. If we run out of guys on the board, I'll add him there. I want to scout this guy. 80 speed. No. 6'3", 286 for a pure power D tackle. A lot of these guys are just like really undersized. A+ playing time. I mean, we know he's going to be good. I don't even know if I need to scout him. We know that A+ playing time will make him the best D tackle on the roster already. Sean Volk. You don't know if these guys are good until you fully scout them, really. Yeah, there's something there. We have the points. I'll use them. Matt Robinson. Nobody else is trying. I just get a speed check. It's pretty high. Okay. I'm going to use one more. 88 hit power. Okay, yeah. He will get more points once I get more points. All right. Fresno State. They are 1-4. Have not played a game in the Pac-12. They are a better overall, though, than Texas State. But they're 1-4. I did not grab another drink. Give me like 2 seconds. I'm not cutting this out of the video. Okay. That's not worth my time to cut out. Dude, we're 50 minutes in. I see this. I see the analytics on these videos. There's like a couple of them that have an average viewer duration over like an hour. All of mine are about an hour. All my videos are about an hour and a half. Odds are you are probably not here right now. And that's okay. And I don't care if you click on the video for 30 seconds. I don't care if you watch the entire thing. Obviously, if you watch the entire thing, that's awesome and I love you. But I still love you if you only watch a little bit. Any support helps a lot at this point. DeMarcus Davis, 3 picks, no touchdowns last week. All right, that's a good sign. But yeah, again, this game is kind of dead right now. And my views have actually started going back up now that I've been getting a little more consistent with the uploads. So, I love y'all, man. When CFB27 drops, I can't make any promises, but I think based on the time of the year, I'm gonna try to get an episode out every day, like the week that it comes out. Because I think early access will come out on like a Tuesday. So Tuesday through Sunday that week, I'm going to try to get an episode out of whatever Dynasty I end up doing every day that week. We're going to get through an entire season of a Dynasty in like a week. And AJ Nolan coming in from this blitz with a sack. Kind of just wasn't talking about the game. But, I mean, Fresno State, like I said 4 times now, they are 1-4. And clearly I'm not even trying and I'm smoking them, so. Here's the return. Hello. Ooh, there was a crease. Couldn't quite hit it, but there was potential. Justin Marshall has made his way to the Heisman watch. Okay, so 300 yards isn't enough to give him player of the week, but it's enough to get him in Heisman conversations, I guess. All right, sure. Whatever. Give him a carry then. 2 yards. Not the best start, but it's better than a loss. And this play is going to work even better. Watch this. Watch this. Eugene Hilton with the block downfield. Couldn't quite get that guy blocked by Levon Brown, but that's still a first down. He does have 600 and something yards, so that is, I mean, it did double his yardage from last week. Nate Yu over the middle, first down, out of bounds. I mean, this offense is just good. There's just no other way to put it. This offense is just good. Andre Cobb injured for Fresno State on the play. Levon Brown drag route, can't haul it in. You don't see him drop many of those, but that one does not quite make it into his hands. A little bit of contact, able to knock it away. 3rd and 6, Eugene Hilton wide open, touchdown. He is a good route runner. We need to be using that more. It just, I just don't look that way most of the time. But found him that time, touchdown. That'll make it 7-0. They're going to try to take this one out, and it's going to cost them a lot of yards. They're not even going to make it to the 10. Got to get him a little bit more outside. It's a read option for DeMarcus Davis. He'll get 2 yards. So they seem to want to run more with the quarterback than the running back. I don't think the running back has a carry this game. DeMarcus Davis, that's now his 2nd. Here's a play action, and I had it with Vincent. I just wasn't quite in position enough. That's frustrating. All right, 3rd and 3. Get the stop here. Okay, that's just wide open. And we whiffed twice. Touchdown. Okay. That is not ideal. Nose is running crazy. I don't know what's going on there. Okay. 7-0. Back spasms for Tuatele. That's not great. Hopefully he'll end up being all right. Harris on the outside. He takes it up to the 26. All right. Try to take the top off here. Little play action shot. Little play action shot. Nate Hughes got a step. Can he haul it in? He will. Can he outrun the corner? He will! The true freshman, Nate Hughes. Not really much of a burner archetype, but he cooked that corner. Touchdown, Colorado State. And then roughed the kicker. I always decline these because I'd rather have the yardage to make them try to return this kick. I like that location. They're going to return it. Will Harris stops him down at the 14. Okay. Big hit by Phelps. Crumbles him to the ground, but he holds on to the ball. Send some pressure. It's a screen. I'm there. Vincent. Loss of 5. All right, 2nd and 15. It's another screen. That one sets up a heck of a lot better for him. Okay. So I just have to be the one to burst up those screens, because otherwise the computer just can't read it, I guess. That's cool. Okay, the running back is starting to eat right now. Can we not let the team that doesn't run the ball run all over us, please? Play action. No way he catches that over Phelps. Come on, man. Jayon Farrar has had already the best game of his career in the first quarter. Come on now, guys. I'm there! Wade jumps the wrong way. Thankfully, the other safety's able to knock that away. I was fully there with Dave Wade. He just decided to turn the wrong direction to pick the ball off. Stuff in the gap with Troy Vincent. That's not Troy Vincent. It's Trey Vincent. Tomato. Not really, though. Looks a little different, but anyways, 3rd and 11. Okay, yeah, that's why I don't like running that play, because it puts my slow edge rusher in zone coverage. Because they always flip it. Every time they flip it. For no reason. Why are we flipping this? It'd be fine if it was Nick Clayton going into zone coverage, because he was a linebacker. He has zone coverage stats. Kenyon Akers does not have zone coverage stats. He gets cooked. Okay, I wanted a hit stick, but instead it knocked me to the guy way out of position. They had a wide open touchdown. Thankfully, they just didn't see it. A.J. Nolan with his 2nd sack of the first quarter. And that will be the final play of said quarter. Is it DeMarcus or Demarcus? It's spelled Demarcus. I'm just going to keep saying DeMarcus. All right, but you know what? Going from no touchdowns and 3 picks last week to now having a touchdown, no picks, hasn't missed a throw. Not exactly a great look for us. I will admit. We're here. We're everywhere. Knock that away. Well, it didn't knock it away, but it knocked the QB down. Made it hard to make the throw. 4th and 13, they're going to try the field goal. This should be an easy one for him, and it is. I'll be nice and mute the mic for you when I sneeze. We will start at the 19. Here's Nate Yu over the middle. Another first down for him. Tell you what, he's probably having his best game of the year right now. 3 for 98 and a touchdown. Hell yeah, buddy. I wanted a juke, it just didn't let me. Okay. That's cool. Maybe I need to go back to actually running the ball, because I keep running these play actions and then not actually running the ball. See, there we go. Just run it. I get 7 yards of play if I just run the ball. They won't let me run the ball now, so I guess I'll just throw it. 3rd and 5 over the middle, Levon Brown drag route. Bounces into the outside. We're up to the 46, so that's the first down. Here we go. Oh, look at the blocking. Look at the... needed that guy. Needed that guy down, but otherwise, still pretty good. Here we go, 1st and 10. Nate Yu on the screen. Look at the blocks. Blocks from Jackson Warren. Got me 8 yards there. 2nd and 2. Tyler Ball will check in for the screen. He's going to have a convoy. Can't quite follow it, though. Kaleem Croswell hurt again. Somehow managed to make it out of last game without an O-line injury, but we'll be sure to get there for this one. Try another screen with another running back. Spin move. Oh, I thought the spin move would get the offensive lineman in position. It didn't. That's all good, though. Can this just work? Oh, look at the speed boost for Justin Marshall. Okay. There we go. I don't know how I did that. Wouldn't be able to do it again if I tried. But, hey, touchdown. Calm little 80-yard drive. Makes it 21-10. They keep not bouncing it to the outside. When they do that, that's when we actually get, like, good return coverage. But they're not doing it. Oh, there we go, Nick Clayton. Blow that up. How's it a yard? Dang, I even ran hot blitz. That's supposed to stop that. Good hit from Judge Collier. I believe that was. Get Phelps in the box here. 3rd and 2. I feel like this is a run. It is a run. It doesn't matter. They just bounce to the outside and look at that. Okay. I mean, that's a run-stopping play. Running back's just going to go out of bounds on his own accord and lose 3. Thanks. Yeah, this is definitely a better roster than Texas State had. Like, pretty easily. There's Andrew Lorich again. Not quite on the pace he had last game, but still, I mean, if you get a sack a game as a defensive tackle, that's like award-winning territory. Tasker tracking him down. Only got 5. They'll punt. Jay and Farrar, 5 for 134 and a touchdown in the first half. My lord, that we just can't let that happen, man. Here we go on the return. Not bad. Get it to the 31. First and 10. Oh, look at the space for Curry. Look at the space for Curry. He'll make it down to the 27. I'll move the chains. We'll get one more run here before the 2-minute timeout. There's plenty more yards for Marshall. And that will be the 2-minute timeout. All right, yeah, the boxes are starting to lighten up a little bit. Time to go back to the run. Stiff arm for Marshall. And Eugene Hilton hurt blocking. Elbow bursitis will return soon. Okay, that's fine. We'll see Harris check in there then. Somehow they were more ready for the QB to run that than they were for the running back. Nate, you slide in. All right, 1st and 10. Here's Marshall. Not enough speed to get past that guy. All right. Looked a little bit slow that play. Is he starting to get hurt? He might be. Here's Armani Winfield. Breaking tackles. Hello, Armani. The timeout for Fresno State. As we move the chains for 1st and goal. Oh, not enough speed to get around that guy. Martin Owusu. Might want to start chewing clock, actually. So that way they don't get the ball back before the half. We'll get this down to 40 seconds and we'll see. Check it down to Marshall. There we go. 3rd and goal. Can I just get an inside zone, dude? What do we have against just regular inside zones? We'll do this. Get this down to about 10 seconds left. Alright, that did center it up a little bit more. I'll time out with 3 seconds left to get our field goal. Hopefully make it 24-10 before the half, but it is kind of at an angle. A little less of an angle, though, so this should be pretty easy money. Kick is up and just sneaks in. There's still time left on the clock, huh? Just go ahead and squib this. We'll let one of the up men take it. Just take a second off the clock, and that will end the 1st half. Yeah. Got like a slight cough stuck in my throat. Won't come out. Anyways. Yeah, Marshall not exactly having the half he did last game, but you're not going to get that every game. That was an electric performance. Lightning is never guaranteed to strike twice, so. Yeah, they've had a couple plays that kind of just piss me off, I'm not going to lie. Oh, we do get the ball. I didn't even realize that. All right. I'll let that bounce. A little play action deep shot first play. Why not? Up the seam. Levon Brown. 1st down. They don't expect it on the first play. Not the best throw, but Jackson Warren is 6'8", so he'll haul that one in. His first catch of the game. Marshall tag a carry for 5 yards, 3rd and 2. This should be another pretty easy 1st down here. Wouldn't call it easy, but it ended up being fairly easy. Demarion White for Fresno State injured on the play. Okay, no way that's an actual double team, right? It is an actual double team. Okay, that's crazy. Levon Brown can't haul that one in either. Okay. 2nd and 10. Still not seeing Eugene Hilton check back in. That's a little concerning. It's an overthrow. Flag on the play, though. They're gonna call DPI. That was not a catchable ball at all, but I will happily take a bailout. You're not gonna see me complain about a bailout there. 1st and 10 at the 13. I like Nate Yu, but he's route running. I wonder if he'll actually get open there. I'll just let Jackson Warren body somebody, or just drop it. Or just straight up clank it off your hands. That works too, buddy. Levon Brown drag route. Ah, not the speed to get it into the end zone, but he's up to the 2. We'll take it. Justin Marshall should just be able to punch this in then. Yep, easy. Easy touchdown. 14 for 91 and 2 touchdowns. (31-10). Probably not going to 50 rule Fresno State, but that's okay. At the end of the day, as long as we're winning the games, that's all I care about. Nothing. They're trying to run. They're trying to run their offense. It's had moments where it's worked, but it's had a lot of moments where it has not. Okay, that one worked. That one worked pretty well. Not quite first down worked, but it did work. Didn't work that time, though. 4th and 4. You ran all that no huddle just to give us more time to score a touchdown. Ooh, there might be something here on this return. 35 is too quick. Darn. Still not seeing Eugene Hilton check into the game here. Step up with Curry. We got a good amount of space here. Slide down at the 35. I mean, I'm trying not to run as much with Darius Curry because I don't want him getting hurt. But, like, if they're just going to give me free yards, who am I to say no? Harris has a step. We'll let him get involved in the receiving game as well. Why not? Wayne Harris. I think I called him Will at least a couple times in the first game. That's my bad, Wayne. Hello. That's not great. All right. You know what is great? 38-10. That's a pretty great feeling. I will try to sub some backups in once we hit the 4th quarter. Just because, like, at this point, I don't think we're losing. This is Gabe Jones with a sack. Bruised ribs for their left tackle. That's nice. All right, 2nd and 5. RPO. QB's going to try to take off, but Gabe Jones says absolutely not. I didn't even know why do I have Gabe Jones off the edge? That seems a little rude, but all right. Why not? 3rd and 14. Knock that away. 4th and 14. They're trying their absolute best to move the ball right now. Other than that one touchdown and another drive that got them a field goal, they just haven't been able to do anything. We bounce this to the outside. Wayne Harris, spin move up to the 34. We'll take that. Hey, Wayne Harris is a pretty good return man, I gotta say. I'm happy with what I'm seeing out of him. Here's Marshall finding a crease in the defense. Give me 6 yards. Let's get him over the century mark. I think one more carry should be able to do it. My voice is just in rough shape right now. I don't know why. Probably because I had to watch the Niners have, like, one of the worst drafts I've ever seen in my life the past 3 days. That might have something to do with it. Again, not a good throw, but it gets there. Marshall, double stiff arm. All right. All right, we're going to move halfback wear and tear sub out to the custom one that I have. It's like it's basically keep fresh, but it won't put your fullback in, pretty much. Step up with Curry. Why am I letting him take tackles? I don't know, but it moved the chains, so whatever. And a sack. Why? Demarion White. He was hurt, by the way. I don't know how he managed to check back in. Levon Brown slant. Touchdown. There we go. Why am I not just trying to chew clock? Because it's fun. It's sometimes it's just fun to run the score up, all right? It's a conference opponent. We were conference opponents in the Mountain West as well, so there's beef there, probably. And it's a bad return. Like, the question shouldn't be why are we running up the score. The question should be why are they letting us run up the score? Because they're just giving us the ball back, only taking like 2 minutes off the clock every time. Here's Dave Wade. Lost a yard. Second 11. I'm going to go for a screen. It's going to get the yard back. All right. I guess. 3rd and 10. It's an RPO. Make the tackle, Collier. 4th and 6. They will punt. Surely not before the end of the 3rd quarter, right? Surely they don't let us get this punt. No. They will. Wow. Okay. I would have thought for sure they would have wanted to burn this time. But I guess not. Good return up to the 43. Wayne Harris, man. He's doing his thing out there. I love it. We have another return man who's currently wearing a red shirt we got out of the portal. I can't remember his name, but he will be... He's like a 90-something overall return man now. He's going to be insane after wearing the red shirt. All right, I'm going to hit the mass sub in backups. We'll see if that actually does anything. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That will actually put in the backups. Okay, that's cool. Just tie the ball with the carry. Gets me 7 yards. I do want to get some touches with the backups, because these are guys that this is going to be the offense in a couple years, probably. Maybe not Brousseau, because he's literally older than DeMarcus Davis. Or not DeMarcus Davis. Darius Curry. DeMarcus Davis is their quarterback. To be fair, he's also probably older than DeMarcus Davis, but... Anyways, 23 yards with the pocket pass to quarterback for the first down. That's pretty cool. There's Dupree with a carry. This is more the guy I wanted to get involved here in this 4th quarter. But he loses 2 yards. Because it's an RPO, and RPOs aren't that great in this game. How fast are you, Brousseau? How fast are you, Brousseau? How fast are you? Fast enough for a touchdown. We'll take that. 2 for 38 and a touchdown for Jackson Brousseau. I mean, 78 speed. That'll work. That will work. And Brousseau actually, like, has skill caps. Darius Curry's skill caps aren't that great. It might be... I'm not saying I'm going to do it because we are the 4th ranked team in the country, haven't lost a game, and he's been really good all year. But, like, there's a conversation to be had that Jackson Brousseau just should be the quarterback for this team. Ooh, Theory with a sack. Welcome to the game, Stephen Theory. He's basically just been a special teamer so far his true freshman year, but he checks in on defense now in a blowout and makes a play immediately. Second and 17. Yeah, Edmondson's just not that fast. I basically made all the slow linebackers the backups, so this could be a bit of an experience here. He's a read option. Big hit there. Doesn't end up mattering. Adam Pond somehow hurt twice on the play. Yeah, I'd be on the ground too if I got hurt twice in the same play. We do get to keep Vincent as a sub linebacker, so that's cool. I was hoping that somebody would end up coming up with that ball, and nobody did, but that's all right. 3rd and 6. They're just going to chuck this deep. Knock it away. Nope. Okay. Brown, he tried. He tried to knock it away. Not to be, though. Okay. I don't love that my backup defenders are backups, I understand that. But you really probably shouldn't be getting put to the dirt by Darius Davis. DeMarcus Davis. Okay, this guy really likes running the ball. He must really want to get hurt. You are down by 42 points. Why are you letting your quarterback take this many hits? Alright, they're down to the 2. They must just really not want to get 50 burgered, which, like, fair enough, but also, come on now. Knocked away. There we go. There we go. 3rd and goal. I don't even know if they're going to throw the ball here, but a pick 6 would be very funny. They're going to call that a touchdown. Okay. 12 rushes for -3 yards and a touchdown for DeMarcus Davis now. All right, congratulations, buddy. You just let your quarterback take like 6 hit sticks when you're down by now 35 points. Why? I see why you're 1-4 because coaching decisions like that do not win you football games. All right, Operation Chew Clock and go home. There's Jalen Dupree. There's a truck. I've been waiting to see that for a while. Finally got one. Here's Tyler Ball checking in. Did not get a block from 62. Still got a yard, though, somehow. I'll take that. Okay, I wanted to throw it to Y immediately, and they didn't let me. 3rd and 13 now. Landon Bell on the outside. Okay. Does Harris just have a step? Not really. He kind of did, but he's also short enough it doesn't matter. All right, whatever. 4th and 13, I guess I'll punt. Yeah, so that part where I said Operation Chew Clock and go home, I then proceeded to not throw the ball. I threw the ball literally every play after I said that. So, whatever. There's a tackle. Yeah, just nobody on our defense to get hurt because the backups do not seem to be very good at all. Offense will be okay, but the defense, I don't know. I don't know about the defense, man. There's a solid play. I wouldn't be mad at Stephen Theory getting more snaps on defense. But he's not even getting snaps right now, so. True Rodriguez, dude. He has good overall because he has good zone coverage, but he has like 79 speed. So it doesn't matter at all. If he wouldn't have just stepped out of bounds for no reason, that's a touchdown. Yeah, the backup defense is not it, man. Yeah, okay. They also have not subbed in their backups. Do they really think they're coming back to win this game? Why are your starters still in the game? This feels like bad sportsmanship in its own right. Why are their starters in the game? On offense and defense, their entire starting lineup is in the game. They were down by 40. They really just want to make it look close. I almost want to put my starters back in just to run up the score now. Like, you guys question why I keep running the score up. When I don't try to run the score up, they keep their starters in and they try to make it close. Like, who's the bad guy here? The guy that doesn't sub in his backups when he's winning, or the guy that doesn't sub in his backups when he's losing? Somehow the safety's able to make a play on that. Okay. I don't like that they keep putting Landon Bell on the outside. I want the fast guy on the outside. Caught the ball out to Camp. That'll move the chains. Alright, one more play, pretty much. Jalen Dupree? Hello? Jalen Dupree? Ah. Marshall probably turns that into a touchdown, but Dupree's just doesn't have that speed. 52-24 is your final. It could have been more of a blowout, but if this was a home game and we had recruits, this still would have counted as a blowout, so it is what it is. Final stats, Darius Curry, 16 for 19, 268 yards and 4 passing touchdowns. Rousseau in the fourth quarter, 2 for 4. Rushing, Marshall, 16 for 105 and 2 touchdowns. Darius Curry, 6 for 36. Jalen Dupree, 3 for 47, with almost all of that going on the last play. Otherwise, he would have had 5 for 15. So, alright, whatever. Rousseau, 3 for 34 and a touchdown. Tyler Ball, 2 for 8. Receiving, Levon Brown, 5 for 75, a touchdown. Nate Yu, 4 for 106, a touchdown. Justin Marshall, 3 for 25. Wayne Harris with a touchdown. A lot of guys with 1 reception. Wayne Harris, Jackson Warren, Brock Camp, Armani Winfield, Tyler Ball, Eugene Hilton. 2 drops as well for Levon Brown over the middle. Defensively, TFL's 3 for Dave Wade, 2 for Trey Vincent, AJ Nolan, Gabe Jones, and 1 for Tuatele, Theory, Lorich, and Phelps. Sacks, 2 for AJ Nolan, 1 for Theory, 1 for Andrew Lorich, and half sacks for Tuatele and Gabe Jones. No picks, and no forced fumbles, and no return touchdowns. Couple blowouts. That's what we like to see. We moved up a conference technically, but we pretty much just brought the entire Mountain West over again. So, we'll see if we end up even staying in this conference, but back-to-back conference championships and undefeated seasons I would not be mad at. Thank you guys so much for watching these. I wish I could get more out to you, but my schedule just doesn't really let me do that. I do what I can to get you what I can. So, appreciate you checking these out. I will catch you in the next one. It'll happen eventually. Can I say when? No, but it'll happen, and I'll see you there.